get too comfortable up there. You can threaten to demech her. Might limit the options. RCK taking out Illios is pretty much going to snuff things here for the Hunters. I mean, Keo's going to have a lot of pressure on him now to keep up with the heals. And then you get the Blossom. The Blossom of Death.
No value out of that nano either. They actually nanoed Amon on the point, but he's unable to get anything going.
And they're going to keep climbing. So long as they keep control, they keep... Oh, nowhere to go, Blase. Unfortunately for you, you are stuck, buddy. And Kelix gets slept, so they do eventually flip it. 73% on the board for Boston.
Flip back over, some nice exit kills.
Find some kind of opening here, and well, that's a great start. Elsa, if you can get Elsa D-Max, that could shake things up. Color Hex finding the headshot on Keo as well. Gonna help things here for the Boston Uprising and their bid to retake the point. That one fight territory looking pretty crisp. Color. That was a nice shot.
He's definitely on the better part of the Widow, so much so that Bacon Jack has switched off of the Widowmaker, going to go to Tracer instead, which can be okay if the Widow's going to be on the point, but there's a spot on this map that no one can really get to Widow if she chooses. These kind of facing towers here are where you want to be up as Widow when you try to catch a team out of spawn.
Retake here, the Hunters, they're going to have to deal with an EMP. That's going to go immediately. Only catches 3, but Among instantly deleted. 2 kills. Jinmu and Among out of the fight here for the Hunters. Not really going the Hunters' way here on the first point, and it will be the Boston Uprising taking the lead 1-0. Yeah, big opportunity right here. This is going to be a monster one. Yep. Catches 4 of them, but that's both of the back line down. So Boston, without the support, Bacon Jack getting caught is not going to help things here. They need that follow-up. They need a few more kills. They take down Fusions on the side of the Hunters, so that's good. But I was expecting it to be a bit more of a one-sided affair there with that EMP catching everybody out.
KO on the cleanup just tosses in the orb and ends up lighting up the kill feed. Boston still trying to bring it back, but they do catch Bacon Jack. He's been lurking out. They zoned him out. That should be it for Boston.
They are going to be holding it so far. They are going to flip, and now Hunters are going to be the ones who need to just be patient and win that final fight that'll get them back in here. Open it up, and Hunters show it's the fight. Exactly. There we go. EMP into the back.
3.
Opening it up, and he has been so good, Jinmu, about hitting the backline each and every time. Persia and Kelix, every EMP, they've been silenced. That makes it so hard for Boston Uprising to survive it. No rally possible, no boost to save somebody.
Well, they got Primal, but Fusions is going to get melted when everyone turns the focus onto him. He will have to give up his life. Getting trade back in here, Color access to blink onto the point. Not ideal.
Not ideal, but there's the rally. A little bit of armor, but it's still the 3 squishiest guys you've got on your team who are running here to here, trying to contest. RCK gets blown up immediately as well, and the Hunters, they're going to tie it up 1-1. And Fusions just whipping all over the place.
Well, they do nano the Doom Fist. It's a little nano fist on the point. He takes out Color Hex immediately, almost launches himself into the void.
That was so close. That was so cool as well. Nice control. Fusion's denied. Fist to the face and a boost as well on the Hammond. Tries to chuck him off the side. That would have been sick. Instead, he really is making it his point in life to try and be as annoying as possible. Chengdu instantly slept and good night. That's right, you gotta bring it up so you can whip you into oblivion.
It was enough space control for Chengdu to take the point back during that. That's what those punches did to great effect. They bought the space on the point, continuing buying space with a self-destruct on here. Chengdu still in decent control as this scrappy brawl continues to go.
You can even have the Meteor Hammer to come down. Yeah, the Meteor Fist straight onto the point. Let's go. Fusion's gonna be chucked up high. Pull! And the shot coming in from Bacon Jack. 99% on the board for Hunters, and now it's all about just cleaning things up. Boston Uprising, they're gonna be falling one after the other here.
Kick back. Bacon Jack rather finally falls, but that's going to be it. Only a couple on the point, but some good adaptive shields. A barrier out now for Chengdu. Desperation time for Boston.
Yeah, at all costs, they survive. But Fusions, oh, he rolls into the mines. Talk about area denial, and that is going to be the Hunters. After a rough start on the map, they will get the job done, run it back with the 2 points, and take the lead in the series 1-0. Boston was looking good at first, but they have yet to find the answer that will net them a win. We'll see if they can turn it around here on the second map that will be coming up shortly. If they can find somebody out of position. There we go, Jinmu getting a little bit of information. They have to realize, yep, that they are going to be all over the place at this point now, and yep, Yang Zhou going to get blown up. RCK as well, going to find the kill on Keo. Oh, they're getting wiped out here on the side of the Hunters. The defense crumbling, and the battle plan worked for Boston.
Boston did a great job of setting up that dive. They were patient on it. They got everybody in the correct position that they needed to be.
And it did force the Coalescence out of Persia. Colorhex though trying to pour that pressure on, and Keo gonna get picks. This is looking grim now for the Hunters. They could get rolled. They're at risk. Colorhex, yep, still with the EMP. Could throw it in there, just trying to lock it out. Seems like the go signal has been given. Many ults still online here for the Boston Uprising. Blase attempts pulse, but right now we're gonna get 2 ticks permanent progress, right on the edge of a third. Last contest here by Keo. Somebody else here to do it. Nope, they can't make it in time. The Hunters just got rolled.
They've chosen to pretty much just ignore this backline. In fact, they actually do rotate back. A nice sleep onto Yang Xiaolong. He's anti-heal. There's no way he lives, right?
There's a dragon going through somewhere. Oh, and it catches 2. Persia and Colorhex go down. They get the res up on YXL as well. And this is a big opportunity now for the Hunters to pick up the point. One body on the point right now, getting a little bit of progress. That's unfortunate for Keo. Nice juke, but he had the trance as well. So it's looking like the Hunters, they are in a position where they could do some work. Blase finds Zimbeltov, but we've lost RCK. He got cut off from the pack.
They're going to get a couple kills, and now these snipers are really going to town. There's nowhere to hide. They got the crossfire up. Now Eviltol is in it with them. They've committed.
This works once. Dragon on the flank. YXL takes out Colorhex with a headshot, and all of a sudden you got a self-destruct. You got a dragon. Where are you safe? Where can you hide? The answer is nowhere. Go back to spawn. That's a nice pick coming in from RCK, but too little too late. Jinmu is still out here. Flanking Assassin's Hex. It truly is a Hunter's world.
Well, I mean, it was the Hunters' kind of game plan early on when they were running a lot of Pharah to just never let a team feel safe from any side of the map, especially when a team is running these shield tanks up front. There's a Nano Genji. There was a Nano Genji.
It was a thing. Trance used by Keo, keeping everybody healthy. Now you see YXL just crank damage. They cannot allow for any more stall here, but it's looking like the Boston Uprising, but the kill on Keo could turn this around. So much more valuable to get kills on the Hunters than it is to get kills on Boston. Boston, they spawn right there. The Hunters, they have to run a marathon to get back into this fight.
There's no pressure on the backline either. Anna and Baptiste are just chilling all the way back, doing all the healing in the world, and it's taken way too long. Right now, Chengdu has to go back to it.
Boston. And now we've just got a Genji here hanging out. Dragon thrown in, just chaos. Out and out chaos now as the Hunters hope to defend. Blase gonna get headshot by Keo. Opening kill goes the ways of the Hunters. The Colorhex just deciding to get stuck in a box by himself. He's surely gonna get punished here. Yep, he's taken out. Elsa with the hunt. And they are falling apart one after another here. Boston Uprising getting picked off, and the Hunters looks like they will not be denied. They should be able to pick up this second point.
Should be able to get there, but still some stall coming out. Blase unable to touch. Chengdu will complete Volskaya.
Been the Widow, that might have been cool, right? He could have probably pulled off a kill there. Instead, he gets slept in the back line, Jinmu. And there you go. Point blank headshot from Colorhex. Easiest shot of his life. And now they're down a man.
Jinmu and Yang Xiaolong were trying to set up a crossfire here. They tried to get the Widow on the other side of the corridor, but Colorhex comes through with the shot that he needs.
And there's a flanking Zen out there, too. Yeah, actually, everybody on the Hunters is a flanker. They're just, they're all assassins. Off on the sides, looking for kills. Blase gonna get that Blizzard down. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Eventually, you're gonna die. This is it, Boston. They're holding so far, looking very good. I mean, right now, it's all about surviving. We will have all 6 Hunters gathered up once again, but the ultimates have been used. They have to get it done the old-fashioned way. But the first thing you gotta do, Hex, in that situation, is get a body on the point.
6 people alive, no one on the point. That's a little bit rough.
Fusion's under pressure, has to roll away. Was there an opportunity missed? No, because they find the kill on YXL. This still makes such a big difference now for Boston Uprising. If they can keep the pressure up here, the Hunters are going to be in for a real rough time, especially if Blase finds a kill on Jinmu. 2-man advantage now for the Boston Uprising, and it's just going to keep extending further. You have the wings out for Eviltol, but it's not going to be enough here for the Hunters. And the Boston Uprising looking like they're going to be able to tie up the series 1-1.
The style of the Chengdu Hunters is very much feast or famine. Not a big meal on the table right now. Is Boston gonna take Volskaya? Chengdu continues to struggle on Volskaya. And dare I say, we have a series here, so.
It's looking like it, Hex. Looking like these teams are more evenly matched than we were led to believe going into the series. So excited to see how this pans out. Then you've got a, whoa, you got a big nade going down. Jinmu. He's in a bit of a tight spot. Jinmu gonna get overwhelmed. He's gone. RCK finding the first pick of the match, or the map.
Another big anti-heal goes on the other side of things. Elsa's getting bullied around right now. Actually, Elsa does the bullying in the back line. Sorry, I saw a woman shooting ice and I just thought Elsa.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. What is going on here, though? Complete and utter disaster for Boston Uprising. These nades have been fantastic from Kyo. All the kills, I mean, one good bio nade can just unravel everything, get into the back line. It could be fun, especially if you've got Icon. Yeah, just full chaos, drop the mines, run right into him. But he does go down. Maybe overextending a little bit too much. I liked the idea. It's a shame that it doesn't pan out, though, because, I mean, just all-out chaos.
Color X going to the McCree is the right play here. He's going to need that flashbang to be able to take care of these ultra-mobile heroes. The Genji, the Sombra, very good. Also helps against Amon. So, this is just the cleanup here. He's hitting shots. Jinwoo takes one to the dome. And now KO takes a body shot. They'll clean up on Baby D.Va as well. Just special performance. Get back on track.
Amon keeps trying to roll in there, too, and he just gets stunned. And that Brigida from Kellex, so frustrating. And now Jinwoo going for the blade. He gets one! And we lost a Blizzard as well in the mix there. So frustrating for Blase, but they are not going to stabilize. It's looking like a second point about to be picked up here for the Hunters.
Going to clean this one up. Elsa's been playing pretty well on this D.Va, able to assassinate some of these targets, and also the eat on the Blizzard is a big deal.
Oh, wall is there. Self-destruct over the top. Take this. It's cold outside. Self-destruct is going to happen, and they are going to be dealing with the Blizzard. Who cares, though, because right now the Hunters are getting completely forced back. Elsa going to get demexed. And Jinwoo. Where is Chengdu? Chengdu just not even showing himself.
A nice dragon though, opens up some space.
Now we got an Evoltal, we got Evoltal naded as well. And the Hunters, they're going to be pressuring forward. There's the bolting core down on it, but I mean, so long as you still have somebody here to contest, it's going to make it difficult. Amon will survive it, and Blase gets taken out eventually.
Amon has to play on top of the cart because the molten core is there, but they will get it. Overtime now in effect.
The other side. Oh, YXL could try and get behind here. As soon as that shield goes down, oh, a snipe on the Fusions. No shield left to hide behind here. YXL can have a fun time with it, especially because the wall has gone down as well. And so everybody out in the open, and he finds a pick on Persia. That's good enough. He'll take it. Sets up for the fan. Finds that too, and the Hunters looks like they're going to get it done in overtime here on Blizzard World.
What a crucial kill onto Fusions early on in that fight. Maybe that's finally the communication coming in.
They are ready for the dive. This time the Hunters are sticking a bit closer together, and that will be a quick pounce on RCK. Demec'd and deaded immediately.
Dive came in, a nice halt is going to make sure that Blase is not going anywhere. But it's a really nice anti-heal. The dive came in from Fusions, but then they hit him with the purple, and he's just not confident to stay in there. If he stays in there, he dies, so...
Fusions rallying the troops from the back line. He's still hiding back there. Rest of his team trying to get into position. Spy check can happen. Oh, and it connects with Color Hex. Color Hex vulnerable, has to translocate out. Further time getting burned off the clock.
He's a million miles away!
He is, and now you gotta go. You got no choice. Kellex dies to the dragon. No way! Color Hex runs into a dragon! Disaster! And this is going to be the Hunters completely obliterating the Boston Uprising on the offense and taking the lead in this series, in the maps. Boston, they just could not catch a break.
I mean, there are still people from Boston trying to get back on the point, not able to clean it up cleanly enough, but Elsa eats the pulse bomb. Color Hex just adds another death to his tally, and Chengdu holding strong on Blizzard World.
Oh, that's a painful one. Just nothing goes right. You gotta translocate out, and then you run into a dragon. Ah, agony.
Yeah. Could have translocated to a different map. That translocator was set in bottom left pack room. If you play the map, you know that's a million miles away.
Nice shot. A bit of pressure. Dragon right in through as well. Oh, and the hold. Perfectly done. But the trance is there. We'll be healing through that dragon damage. Solid reaction time there from Kyo to get that up. So they will continue. Self-destruct is lobbed in over the top. And what? How does he kill Evoltal?
Might be one of those situations where he thought he was around the corner and he wasn't.
Oh, I guess it can go off under the cars.
Yeah, Color X get the clean up there. Yeah, cars work in a really strange way here. It's because there's no tires, man. Yeah. Still gonna be able to fight this though. Chengdu comes back in. Amon gets deleted.
Yeah, that's not gonna help things. Oh, res does go off, however.
Self-destruct buys them the time for that res.
Long needs to survive this though. Well, he is not. He is going to go down, so you need a quick play coming in here from somebody on the Hunters, trying to turn it around. It's not looking likely, though. 2 kills, and soon to be a third. Evoltal goes down. That is going to be it. The cleanup super solid here on the side of the Boston Uprising. They will pick up the first point on Havana.
One of the, let's see exactly what happens here. Chilling out.
Yeah, it goes off under the power man. Blast, so that you can't actually hide from it. Going on, really trying to make sure that the Boston Uprising cannot get comfortable here. Chengdu hitting a shot would be a big deal. Self-destruct just casually chucked right off that side, and RCK somehow comes up with 3 when his team needed it most. Big self-destruct kill, just lobbed right over the front of it.
And chaos is the last thing you want when you're trying to dodge a self-destruct. They're able to crack the shield. Amon just donates his life into the cart.
Wow, he got obliterated.
They're trying to cover this res. They get the res, but they lose 2.
Not happening.
Not worth.
Sorry, too good, especially with the supercharger there. But Amon, that was just instant death. He didn't even have a chance.
At least they got some ultimates out, I guess. You look at the bright side. Let's see this most recent bomb from RCK.
Wow.
Pulled. Halted.
Sick, the dragon forced him into the open.
Yeah, the dragon was there. They also got halted right around that distillery tank as well.
And now we're gonna get the fist. Chengdu fist is in. Amon no longer part of it. Fusion's going to go down, and this is the last fight. Boston Uprising need to get the job done now. Do you get a res? Nope, not gonna happen. Into the back line you go. Persia with the trance, and well, now what does Chengdu do? He's out in the middle of nowhere. Gets picked by Color Hex. Man advantage now for the Boston. Not for Boston. They get traded.
They're super ambitious there to go for the back line, but Transcendence was ready. KO's got a Transcendence of his own. If he can zoom Yada out here.
Might be possible to keep him up. Everybody's just trying to play hide and seek at this point. Chengdu, long range with the knuckles, not gonna work, buddy. But he does remove Calyx. He's launched into the air. Not exactly what you want to do versus Color Hex, but now Color Hex has to go for the close quarters. And Blase is there to help out as well. Between the 2 of them, can they remove Elsa quick enough? Now you've got Immo back into the fight. This is where it gets tough because you're gonna have fusions there to bolster to help his 2 damage dealers, but the spawn distance is so close for Hunters, and this is just a meme now.
The Marble Madness going on in the guard as they chase each other around, but you gotta see some kills from Boston if they have any hope of bringing this back, but it turns all yellow in the tide, and Chengdu will prevent Boston from completing Havana.
Arrow, Dragon, he can get out of hand quick. We've seen a lot of this. The flanking Hanzo is a thing, and Chengdu, what? Immortal's finding a kill on Color Hex. What is going on? I don't get it anymore.
They do just get out there and stop the point from being taken. Boston still in this one. Trades back and forth. The whole hog trying to push them off the cart, but he dies. Boston's gonna hold. Actually, with the Transcendence.
Oh, buddy, and Chengdu again with the Color Hex snipe. Color is out of it. No, Chengdu gets traded. Now we're gonna get the Blase Blizzard. Cooling everybody down. Guys, let's chill out for a second. It's too hot outside for this mess. Take a breather here. Have this cocktail.
Time to reset.
Not on the high there, though. And oh my goodness, YXL goes up with the bomb. RCK once again with the clutch kills on the self-destruct. Could be making all the difference. Elza. What's going to happen here is they are just, no, they're floundering. The Hunters are getting just rolled, and now it is going to be Boston Uprising forcing a map 5 here versus the Chengdu Hunters. And they're definitely going to be feeling good about this one. The Boston Uprising earned it. They got this win.
A very solid defense, and yet again, the hesitation to switch off of heroes cost the Chengdu Hunters again. They make the switch, but way too late. The Sombra play not been ultra impressive. And it's been a long time up on that stage, so I believe that we're going to take a little bit of a break for some of the players. And yeah, this one is going the complete distance all over the place. Which is the better team? Yeah, ask me which map. Denied.
Oh, this is all over the place. Fusions is going to be in a hot pocket, and yep, he gets nailed. Blase, though, the hero! Double kill for Blase! And now you're going to get the follow-up as well. Blase single-handedly turning it around for his team. He's got the support of Calyx, but that barrage couldn't have gone better.
Meanwhile, Chengdu's just taking the fight to the point again.
Fusions has to go primal, otherwise he's getting launched into oblivion. And whoa, the big bio data as well on the Chengdu. Among dancing on it. They're all over the place right now. The stun was there. Chengdu's still somehow surviving. He's got the meteor strike to come through over the top, and it's all yellow in the kill feed right now. Out and out chaos on the points, and they will succeed in flipping it. But Color Hex is running out of time here to have an impact with that Sombra. There it is. Blase and RCK already out of it, just like that. The Hunters stand tall on the point. Chengdu looking to find a kill, but it's not even necessary because the rest of his team are getting the job done. Fusions, Kellex, Persia, everybody dying on the side of the boss, and Uprising, and the Hunters will pick up the first point on Illios. Match point in favor of the Hunters, and Boston now backs to the wall, everything on the line. Oh, the big EMP coming through. Everybody hacked. An opportunity here. Golden for the Hunters to stabilize. Aemon is just going nuts in the back line, taking out all the squishies. It's at 70% and counting now for the Hunters. Everything on the line. Oh, Blase, EMP just throws it out there. Yeet! He gets 3, but there's no real way to capitalize on it. Oh, Keo is gonna get support from Yultal. No, Fusions with the focus fire does take him out. Mines are in as well, but can they withstand this, Boston? They threw a lot into this fight, and they're getting picked. Still dancing on it. YXL still alive as well. If he's still here, then he's a real threat, but Fusions made it through the fight, and they may flip it. 99% for the Hunters, and Boston Uprising at the very bitter end.
EMP off on the opposing team. He knows where they are. Fusion's already out of the fight.
Out of it, and Fusions was the hero of the last fight as well. Losing your main guy like that is not going to help things here for Boston. Down to 4 men alive. You gotta come up with some kind of heroics here, some kind of hero play. It's 99%. Now it's all about touching the point. Get a body on there. Last second contest. Yes, we have Blase doing the best he can, but he gets hacked and no way out. Picked already. Now it's Fusions next. Wings are out on Immortal's side. We've lost by Excel, but they are just focusing on finding kills right now on the side of the Hunters in the back line.
Eviltal's trying to get his Neptuno on. He's in the back with Valkyrie trying to get some kills going instead of going for the resurrection. And this one is still in Chengdu's control, so while Boston is winning the skirmish, they're not gaining any percent.
Aemon gets forced out of the fight as well. Elza's here, getting topped up, out of health pack, but that's Chengdu getting rezzed up. What do we have going the way of the Hunters, though? It's going to be YXL showing up with the fist. Removes Persia. That's a lot of healing gone out the window now for Boston. Without Kellex, it could fall apart here for Boston.
There's no more healing. Chengdu, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't use EMP. Get out. It's time to reset.
Nice, looking for one. He just throws it out there. Hey, there's the EMP. 3 hit, the back line as well, though. No heals possible. Kellex instantly destroyed. RCK is hanging on by a thread, but Persia's also feeling the heat. Persia with the clutch sleep, just buying a little bit of room to breathe.
Might not be enough. Doomfist in the back. Yeah, Doomfist in the back is doing a lot of work, and now they have to throw themselves onto the point.
Oh, this could be it, Hex. This is where it comes unraveled. I mean, you're going to have, yep, Blase does manage to recall. He's still alive, but they need to touch the point. Somebody needs to get on here. Still Blase, but he's dancing as best he can. The instant hack on Fusions. He can't pile drive. He can't get any shields. He's going to get overwhelmed, and it's looking like the Hunters are going to pull it off in 2 on Illios. They've gone the distance. 3-2 the final score, but the Hunters deny Boston in the end.
And even though we've gone to 2-2-2 roll lock, the Hunters remain the most unpredictable, unpreparable for team in the entire league.
But, you know, let's take a look at our Omen by HP player of the match, and it is Immortal. So congratulations to him. He got the job done.
Yeah, supports need love too, and it's very difficult to play Mercy, but this is, you know, Mercy's Valkyrie is pretty good, gets after it right there, got the key resurrections when they needed to, preemptive Valkyries a lot of the time, and then he knows when to flip the switch of, oh, everyone's healed, everyone's fine, no one's dead. I'll bust out the Caduceus Blaster and get to work, put some pressure on the back lines, finishing off some kills here. So it's just another element. Not only do you have to worry about these snipers coming from all sorts of different angles, all of a sudden Mercy's hunting you down too. It's just another element that Chengdu throws at you. Really nice stats overall here. Good resurrections. I mean, he died less than players he resurrected. Net positive.
That's exactly positive play for his Immortal. He's got a plus sign right there. Hex, it all comes together. So nice and neat. Congratulations on him. He netted the player of the match.